Can we see what? What was said?
I can find out. It was nothing. It was just some chat will.
No. Oh, we go up.
Just chat will. It
Oh.
was just chat will.
They just like Casey.
They just like Kezu. Ah, don't we all? We got a 5-man smoke as well coming out from
Wee.
Viking. They're going to try to maybe wrap around. Oh, never mind.
Never mind at all.
Smoke revealed. Plan fullied. Oh, hello.
Oh.
Pablo? Okay. All right. Put a little pressure over here on Aramis. Bushwhack. God's Rebuke. Tossed out. Slow. Pablo, is he going to be able to get the shot? Yep. There we go. Baited.
I don't know what to say to that.
No, do I? No, I'm just chilling.
They're just using up their spells, man. He just was like, hey, yeah, come get me. And
Yeah.
then Roche just is like, yep, no, I'll do a solid for you. Aramis, though, of course, is going to get chased down a little bit here. He's having a good time. He's just going to kick 5 up away. Get out of
Bushwhack.
here, you little squirrely.
Boom.
And
Does he have the bonk? Does he have the bonk?
oh,
He
yeah.
has the bonk. He has the bonk. And then Pablo, after denying himself to Roshan and getting the first blood on his team, talentless. Obviously, he was watching his team get the first blood, but still, that is one of the most ruthless all chats, is the Nyx Assassin talentless.
Oh, I thought you were flaming him for a second. I didn't see the chat wheel.
No, literally, if you open chat again, it is just Nyx vibing out with the talentless. Thank you very much. Yes, observers, thank you.
Oh,
thank you.
Celery, what are you
Celery
doing
is
there,
just
buddy?
getting poked away, and being between 2 towers is a
Okay.
little bit surprising, but sometimes it happens. Wait, why does Nyx Assassin have the talentless voice line?
Because he's a very
Because he's an
high
assassin?
level.
Is that it? Like, he's just so fancy?
He just he's just dunking on the kids, you know.
I wasn't sure if he was like, secretly I look at that, because...
Are we going down lore scenarios here?
Bam! Yeah, no, I was just curious to see, like, was he perhaps a painter or something? I don't know. Keizu in the bottom lane, this is what we wanted to see. We wanted to see the Nyx Assassin paired up here with the Jug,
Very
and
good.
look at the damage that they get because they have a stun and the spin.
And then Aramis doing the very casual stuff, which is, pull the wave, double block both camps. Because these camps are so close to each other, you can actually pull through the small camp but body block the hard camp, enabling Earth Spirit to just fully mitigate any safe lane pressure of the pull. But this is the key lane right now. You have last pick in the draft. You go, I want to pick Axe to counter this Ember. But right now, we're not seeing that really come into play. Ember 8-3 to the 3-0 of Axe. Boom has to bring out Regen here to kind of bring back his laning phase. He will have the Flame Guard to deal with the Battle Hunger, but the main matchup there is just a spin on the melee hero.
I feel like this is a Boom specialty, though, playing this Ember, so I feel like even though perhaps 5 up, body block coming up from Shad, Fairy Fire will get used. Gonna go and scurry away here in the trees. Get the kill on the courier, though, for Radix. Nice spear over to the side with Celery.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's got
Is Celery
he's
gonna
bugged.
die again? Are they gonna be able to... Oh, the Bushwhack over on 2. Boop.
Nice. Good start from Bob. Really just kind of just picking on the supports here, getting the free kills, and you're not too shabby.
Roll in, though, here from Aramis. They're gonna try to publish Excalibur. Doesn't look like they have anything to go and just hold him in place, so he will teleport out, but he's gonna have to make the long walk back.
It's really rough, and this you can see this from the draft when Viking ban out 3 of the biggest 1v1 tied counters. It just means that Earthspirit is going to be super active and already pressuring the jungle. An Axe mid, he wants to play quick levels mid, farm jungle, and just out-farm your opponent. Applying pressure would be key, but he's not been able to apply pressure to Ember, so that's why he tried going jungle, and Aramis is already there because he set up that lane bottom, he did that pull block, sets up the game for Kezu, goes to mid. Yeah, Aramis is doing a lot of work right now on this Earthspirit. Helps bot, helps mid, now looking towards top. There's no stacks occurring. Might even look to apply some pressure in this top lane as well.
Reminds me a little bit of how Celery was playing in game number 1, right?
Yeah.
The fact that he kept invading over the triangle, making sure that they didn't have stacks, trying to block camps. Definitely seems value. Pablo, though, has his eyes over here on this courier. Keizu trying to micro it away. Pablo not quite seeing it. Ooh, he's gonna survive? As the other courier battle? No, ooh, Pablo, he does get it. Does take a hit, though, from the tower, too.
Yeah, and the important thing, if you go back down to the Radiant safe lane, Viking actually blocked the small camp as well. So this is kind of how Kezu is able to play here. Just that stuff, there you go. Just because of this. They blocked the camp, Pablo's not been able to de-ward it, and
Ooh, Regix
TPing to top as well.
trying to follow up. Good stun, but not going to be enough to save Regix. They could turn it around. They get the kill on Celery. Pops those stick charges over here, and it looks like 5-up is forced back. Pablo clicking away. There's a dagger. Carapace comes out from Pablo.
Up or down, where'd he go? We don't know. There he is.
He's here, and he's looking to try to punish over on the side. One more hit, and Celery will get his revenge.
I will say, absolutely love that. Oh, okay, let's one more kill. One second. Hold on.
Well,
Yeah.
there's more teleports coming in. We have a Mars making his way over here. The cookie hop forward here. Shad's just going to town. Nice spear coming in. Do they have the final hit off, though? Looks like he's going to survive. He's got himself a salve, too, so he's going to be all right. Celery now on the back foot is going to fall to 5-up, who manages to somehow survive all of that. And then, you know, pop that salve and get right back in there.
Yeah, boom, level advantage mid. But I love the fact that when the Snapfire went into fog, we also were like, ooh, where'd he go? The fog came into play, so I was also on the edge of my seat. Did he go up? Did he go down? And then he reappeared. Where did he go? So
and he had a salve too.
That should be mandatory on all dukes now for all observers. Just the guy duking, we don't want to see him. Oof.
You know what we should be able to do?
What?
We also pause the game when something like that happens. So there's a quiz in chat. Which way did he go? Press 1 for up. Press 2 for left.
Use those channel points now. Where just some channel
Great.
points? Is he going this way? That way? Is he going to survive?
See, oh, look.
Is he going to die? How
Look,
much
ready,
HP?
ready, look. We go here. Where's he gonna go?
Boom.
Up, down, left, right. And then he's like, oh, I'm back. Hi. I'm stuck. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, he had still got some sick charges as well on Celery.
To be clear, I was commending the observing,
Yeah?
not the Duke itself. The Duke itself wasn't really that, you know.
Oh, no,
that
we
wasn't that-
understood.
Thank you. Just want to confirm I wasn't hyped about the Duke there. He just went left. Just want to validate my Duke opinions.
I enjoy Monday casts.
Just as much as Gorg's enjoying this game right now, 30 and 15.
Ooh.
Not too bad.
I mean, Gorg is doing great, but you guys have been saying from the start that Excalibur is the one that should be truly carrying this team, and Axe is not doing too hot.
Yes,
We need to see stacks. We need to see stacks being made for Excalibur so that way he can bounce back. This is something similar that we saw the other day. Was oh, and look at that, we have that sentry over there too. But
the difficulty lies in the fact that the way that Viking are playing, Kezu's alone, Gorg's free farming, but you have this pressure to mid. Like, Excalibur can't bully an Ember when this Ursula is always playing in the fog, playing in this kind of fringe of I can kill you if you misstep. And just, yeah, the supports of Viking, they're enabling Boom. Compared to Board, they're trying to enable Radix. And yeah, just kind of who you're trying to enable and get into the game. The disparity there. Unfortunately, Excalibur is kind of victim to this because, yeah, they're putting a lot of focus in the offlane on the side of Board.
But considering that is working, because
Career.
Gorg is getting a lot of farm, and Radix is doing good. It's not all bad then. It's just unfortunate that you know Excalibur is on the receiving end,
So-
but
yeah.
it doesn't necessarily mean that they're not doing good.
Someone has to be sacrificed, and it is the Axe. I think the only issue with this occurrence is when you look to make your first move in the game, ideally Axe having items would be very helpful, and protecting your mid tower is also pretty helpful.
oh, he wants us with the double
Yeah.
damage. He just zips on in there with a remnant. That is a teleport that ends up not coming through, obviously. And
Yeah, and the key thing that you're mentioning, because Jug and Mars are having a good game, it's how do they pair together, and how do you play around them to enable Axe to come back? Because if Gorg AFK hits creeps, Radix AFK hits creeps, that's when the game's difficult. Because Aramis and Boom now, with Snapfire, this 3 is breaking down the middle part of this map. Making it pretty difficult.
this hit squad of 3 has just been wrecking havoc.
Yeah.
Like, they spend so much time over here in this mid lane, and look at this. Mars is teleporting in. Rajik's going to try to, you know, try to push them off the tower a little bit. It's not looking super easy, though, as they do teleport away.
Gorg's trying to apply some more pressure as well. See if there was any stacks, but there wasn't. Oh, the deny too.
Feels bad.
And Gorg just aggressively farm the neutral camp to TP into bot lane. This will give Viking a big window to apply pressure to mid, because if they want to bring 5, Board can't.
Aramis, he almost makes it out here, but have the own 3 gank squad here over. Oh, top lane though, 5 up, just gets chased down by Shad.
Ooh, and tip
And a
too.
tip, yeah.
That's when you know it's bad.
5 up, you could all chat right now, but you didn't pick Pud, you liars. Rip straight through them.
This tower is going down very, very swiftly though. Middle tower will fall to Boom.
Middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, Bold need to try and find a way to apply some pressure. The proactiveness of this series so far has been Viking all the way. And Bold, they just need to try and get a couple lads together and find some kills because they're kind of in recovery mode right now.
My concern is, where's your tempo coming out for the side of Bald right now, right? You've got the Mars, if he lands a good arena, but it feels like the way that Viking's playing, aside from the PA, right? They've kind of, given her some breathing room, just going to allow, oh, boom, just finds his courier.
Oh, the second courier there.
Time. He has his items this time around, though.
Yeah.
Not going to lose anything. But I guess that's the big thing I'm concerned about, because this Axe is not ready to fight.
No, that's the main thing here. Bald's pressure came from inside the laning phase, bringing in the numbers, utilizing the jug spin, maybe killing the Tidehunter, bringing a hero top, your spear onto the PA, double stun of the hoodwink into Nyx, and then maybe you can kill there as well. But outside of laning phase, they are locked into having items and being just well positioned to find these kills, and they're just slowly TPing heroes to the top, to the bot lane, in a hope to try and get that numbers advantage. But already disconnected, already away from the engagement. Viking might look to turn though.
No detection.
They don't see Boom here, and they still have Kai'Sa. He's got Ravage if he wants to go in. All right, they'll go in with the Omni Slash. It's a lot of it going here over onto Aramis. Looks like they're not going to commit, though. As Boom goes down, and Aramis also will fall to the spin.
Question. Was it Invis Rune just running out, or did he just reveal himself because cockiness?
I feel like in that, we'll see the most likely a replay in a second to confirm or deny, but the idea of Vikings play there, it was controlled aggression that can be perceived as maybe cockiness in the fight there. Yeah, so he just straight up reveal himself while the rest of his team is too far away and then just dies. So yeah, Viking were trying to bait out a fight. They thought they had the damage initially. But yeah, when Kezu's not in the position to ravage, that's when you can't really fight. So yeah, Viking just looking to try and do a little bit too much there. But props to Board to capitalize on that over-aggression, if you want to call it, and getting the kill.
We do have the Vanguard online now for Excalibur, so he's starting to do a bit of recovering. It's been a bit of a long road, though, here, especially when you consider they don't have the greatest means of, initiation necessarily in the fights, if that arena is, of course, down. Double damage. Is that the second double damage over here on Boom?
There's been a lot of DDs so
he's
far.
Just chasing down Gork here. He's got the Remnant. The spin comes out from Gork, trying to buy a little bit more time.
Will he tip him?
Boom. Will he go for... Oh!
Is he going to tip, though? Is he going to tip?
There it is.
That's a Viking tweet right there. Just content being produced. Congratulations, Viking. You just got a freebie.
It's fine.
I mean... Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Hello,
now you got the flame guard.
Followed up with a good bushwhack. A couple of these acorns and a pew coming out for 5 up top lane, though. Do you see some of these
and then Gorg's retaliation.
Gorg's retaliation over to Boom, and Rajic falls in the top lane.
Gorg knew. He knew. Tip warfare at its finest right now.
There's a nice little stack over here for Excalibur. It's going to be able to clean that up.
Yeah, Board are going to be looking to do the same thing that they kind of did in Game 1, where laning phase wasn't great, but it's their grouping that they're going to lean towards. I'd like to see Axe maybe go for a blink earlier to find pickoffs onto the Ember. I guess the main thing there is your damage is now coming from Mars Arena and then Sharpshooter of the Hoodwink. Outside of that, it's a little bit underwhelming, but Board need to start making some group moves because the farming efficiency of PA Ember completely outweighs that of like an underfarmed Juggernaut. He's not that underfarmed, but if the map gets a bit smaller, that's when difficulty's going to rise. They are starting to group up, though, which is a good indication of Bull trying to find that window to have some type of lead in this game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I can kind of just wandering around here in the woods. Feels like they're not quite exactly sure where they want to go next. Boom, picking up the illusion rune. Looks like they're going to make their way towards the bottom area of the map.
Yeah, both teams seemingly have enough of the skirmishes for a little while. Is there any kind of big item that we are waiting for on either side? I would imagine the side of Team Bald is ready to fight before Viking in general.
I think Axe just needs to have... Honestly, with phase boots, he can start running around and applying some pressure. There's no way he can wait for like a Manta or for a Blink. It's just a little bit too long, especially when PA is already now 6k net worth. And then for Juggernaut, he's got the Javelin right now. I assume that's just completing the Maelstrom.
Yep.
But yeah, I'd just like to see him right now. They have levels. They have the ability to smoke up and make a play.
Do they still have smokes?
Yeah, I'd assume so. I'll have a little butchers.
They don't have one at the moment in their inventories, but can they still buy some?
There's none coming out. Feels
There's
bad,
a lot
man.
of couriers also
Pretty quick Maelstrom.
just coming out.
But yeah, for board, they need to start trying to fight because just like this anti-mage game we just saw before, these heroes, PA, anti-mage, even like Troll to some degree, if they're the ones left alone at top net worth for 14, 15 minutes, getting over that hurdle of itemization is so difficult.
Oh. You
Double
know someone's
scan.
there. Oh, and they... Okay, I'll be quiet.
Oh,
They found him.
they found Shad.
All right.
Roll in though, followed up here. Immediately drop the arena. This kiss has come out, and that's just so much magic damage over here onto Rajix. Over on the back lines though, we do get a call off. Can they burst down KZ? Now, not quite able to just yet. 5 up does fall, and Pablo slowly getting clicked down here. The rest of the team balled on the run. Shad blinking forward, he's got a dagger. We'll be able to slow down Excalibur, and they do have the healing ward up. Boom. Slowly closing in here. We'll be able to hold Gork into place. Immediately, the spin comes out, though. It's a bit of a chase here, so... Spike Viking, had enough. We'll back off, and PA right back up to that top lane to continue her farm.
Yeah, the initial setup of that fight board. Oh, guys, we got the PA, but unfortunately didn't have that extra bit of damage to kill her. PA into Mars, you have that blink to get out of the arena, and that alone was a big enough disconnect to give Viking enough time to, react to the engagement, get off the Ravage, and now you have all this layered damage on top. So a little bit unfortunate for board. They were trying to make a move. It's pretty good finding the PA like that, but just, again, they lack the damage right now. Like, the way that they kill a hero is they need Nyx, Hoodwink, Jug and Mars, all to basically hit PA equally. If they ever do any spell differently, most likely PA will survive.
Going for a sweep over here in the triangle area. You're going to notice that Aramis is trying to go for some stacks, so they could potentially take those away.
This is nice. At least they're trying to break down at least the jungle economy, something they kind of lacked in game 1, but game 2, they're invading. They are applying some pressure with no Ravage.
Here they go, though. Viking pincering around the side, not realizing here as Boom is invisible. Immediately, the hold up over here on the side. The Blob Aramis. Not going to be available for this fight at all. Sharpshooter connecting over on Snapfire. Pablo getting into position. Nice sidestep, though, off to the side for the Carapace. And they'll follow up with a nice arena. Cookie Hop out here for Celery. Boom. It looks like he might just get left behind her as he is taunted up. The TG branch is even getting dropped.
Will Gork tip him?
Rajix.
Moxie, will Gork tip him, or is it already forgotten? It's a 1-for-1 right now. Okay, no tip.
No tip.
Gork's focused. That's fine. I respect that. But no, yeah, board. Like, the Hoodwink went for a Veil. I love this item on Hoodwink because when you go for a Yules, you just basically become a budget leaner. But with a Veil, you're enabling all your damage, but everyone else in your team. So yeah, like that. But they're going aggressive. They're breaking down the map. PA just got Battle Fury, but wasn't able to access that Ancient stack.
Rajix now is just going to get tossed right back. Good Hoodwink stun over off to the sides. Mortimer Kiss is coming out. Not quite enough damage. Eventually, though, they'll take down Rajix thanks to Shad. And it's a good amount of damage coming out from Sharpshooter, but not enough to take down Aramis.
Yeah, both teams are playing around their ultimates pretty well. One team doesn't have Ravage, you use your arena. One team doesn't have arena, you're now picking off the Mars. So yeah, a lot of back and forth here, and PA's at 8k, and this time Gorg's sitting at like 7.5, 7.6. Not all doom and gloom.
The goal difference is indeed not there. It's just been very even in terms of map control as well.
Ooh, Excalibur's close to Blink as well, about 200 gold away.
Nice.
So it's kind of critical. Board's able to bait out a fight, Kezu waste Ravage, and then you look for the post-fight, win that, go Roshan. That's kind of Board's kind of big picture plan right now and what they're going to be aligning themselves to. But they don't have much aggressive vision out right now, so all these plays will be difficult. It will be off the back of most likely a smoke or just kind of good understanding. As we see on the minimap, that line drawn, it isn't advantageous for aggression on the side of board.
I mean, on the plus side, right, they do have something like a Nyx Assassin who's going to be able to give them a lot of information, the way that he moves about the map. And they do have a sentry or two down, but it's definitely, Pablo's got the ability to just walk away from any particularly unfavorable engagement, as long as there's not too many.
Ooh. I like the items from Viking, actually. They're going to go for, on Ember Spirit, they're going for Sanjkaya, and for PA, going Sanjanyasha. So you're going to have basically two heroes who will be able to be so tanky in front lining, the lack of control, right? They only die between an Impale, a Bushwhack, a Cool, or a Spear. These aren't big team fight, they're smaller spells. And that's where status resistance against small spells, it feels so much better. And now you have your position 1 and 2 with those items, with status resist, and your Tidehunter with Kraken Shell to purge it off. I think Board are going to struggle getting any pick-off in this game when both of these cores complete their Sange plus X component.
Well, it could be go time for them. They do finish up the Blink Dagger now for Excalibur, so I'd like to see them try to get the jump on perhaps Boom or whoever they can get the advantage on.
Yeah, they're hoping someone will come to defend that tier 2 top, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, Viking see straight through that, because if, again, just the way in which they've played, all their sentries, all their vision is tailored towards mid-bottom. If they're ever to play top, they're playing into the idea of Board's kind of aggression, and that's where the pick-offs come into play. So yeah, Viking beautifully pushing in bot, but then now they're smoking straight in here.
No, they saw that smoke. We don't see properly the vision on the outpost with that, so they saw that smoke, I believe.
So now Viking, they're going to look to potentially engage here. They have everything up. If they whiff this engagement, Board can get Roshan. But this area, whoever wins the fight, Aegis is on the menu.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, is Team Bald holding the high ground for now?
They're going to collapse, though. They see Aramis, the jump forward. That's the Blink reveal. Should be able to try to just burst down this Earth Spirit. They have plenty of lockdown. The big dunk followed up with a Ravage and the Mortimer Kisses coming in hot over here. They're not going to be able to take down Gork. He's got the spin. Pablo trying to get in position to cancel out those kisses, but they do get the arena again over here as Aramis just rolling on out tier to the side. And they can't quite find the engagement that they want as they do manage to go slow down Boom just a little bit. The cookie forward, jump forward from Boom. He wants to take down Pablo, sees Gork over on the back. Enzo Ragix has been left behind. Good spear away though. We'll be able to buy him just a little bit more time as off on the side. That's a big old bushwhack coming out. But can they do enough damage? Ragix falling, and now Shad is going to be forced to blink back away.
They're still chasing, though.
They are indeed still chasing, but can they get their hands on them is the question. Boom, going forward with that remnant here. Already hightailed it out.
Oh, they're pinging the DD.
Yeah, Roshan.
Another one for Boom.
DD, no Mars, and no Mars Arena even when he is back up.
Yeah, Shad's bottling up as well. There's no Omni Slash, there's no Arena. This could be a time that Viking might look to instantly pressure Roshan, but or at least smoke up and play after. That fight, that engagement, it was an instant picker from Board, a nice Ravage from Kezu to keep them in the area, but both teams just lacked a little bit of damage to ever kind of get that kill.
Ooh, the taunt off though over here. Celery with the cookie trying to just go and stun up. GG Branch is getting dropped, but looks like Excalibur's still going to survive. Oh, Aramis immediately the impale followed up here as Gork now over on the side is going to try to man fight, try to take down Aramis. He is forced to spin away. The rest of the team here immediately speared over here to the side. The follow-up, the dunk comes out. They'll take down Shad. And now, again, can they take down this Tidehunter? Yes, they will. They'll be able to find the kill. And Celery trying to teleport out. He can't do it. It's a triple kill now. For Excalibur.
Who will take
everywhere.
Roshan?
Dunk on dunk on dunk.
Boom, you got a little bit too greedy, my friend. He's taunted. The GG Branch gets dropped down. Bam.
Oh, that could have been the
And
quad.
there's the
And then
tip.
Ragix tips him. Okay, because Ragix, he's like, boss man, Gog, you're not going to tip once again. I got you, brother.
Maybe he's out of tip. Maybe Gork's out of tips.
No. We've not tipped enough
We
this
have
game.
talked about it. It is Monday. Tuesday is the day
It's
that
a lobby,
tips.
though.
Yeah, but you don't get 3. You get whatever you have left.
But in lobbies, you just have tips.
Oh, no.
You have like 3 tips,
You have
right?
whatever you have left for the week.
In a lobby?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's confirmed stats? Wow.
As far as I'm aware, yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
You don't have 3 just every lobby.
I thought that's what you
if
did.
you have 2 left at the end, you can use 2 in your lobby time and time again in the lobby.
Guys, where was the Roche?
This is a good question. They
Yeah.
didn't get the DD, or rather, obviously Viking already picked that earlier. Maybe they don't really have that good of a Roche lineup, I guess.
Yeah, I just like the
It's
fact
slow.
that Board is able to pressure the overconfidence of Viking. Like Shad still, he was taking every single fight without the Sange and Yasha.
This is looking like a very dead Excalibur.
Oh no.
Even grabbing up that regen rune. They'll turn around. They have their vision over here on Pablo. That's a
Very
smushed little bug.
Ambitious
and so,
TP.
Yeah, like the point.
right
So
into the pit.
Board did a really good job at pressuring, and then it's just
Ooh,
that
they want Gork.
post-aggression. Oh no.
Look at the courier over on Rajix. A little bit of that whip
Hoodwink's
coming
there
out from
too.
Hoodwink. It's too late for 5 up, and it's too late for Rajix.
One by one they fall, and yeah,
Revenge has
unfortunately,
been had.
yeah, Board. Like I said, they did a great job at having that type of engagement, but then they get a little bit relaxed after it. They get a little bit comfortable, and that's where I can instantly see through that. finally Shad has got his Sanjin Yasha in him. He is able to frontline and play as confident as he is, because with that status resistance, like I mentioned, the 4 quite weak stuns they have, it isn't really going to be a problem. With an Aegis as well, Bald's next fight, they have 2 options. Wait out the Aegis and look to play around the Aegis respawn time because PA won't have a BKB or something, or you just run head on, hope you get the perfect initiation with Viking maybe not being in position ready.
Well, despite everything, it's still about a 2k net worth lead over here as Gork just forced to spin out and teleport away.
So what's Gorg packing right now? Okay, he has the Maelstrom, he has the SMY. Soon to be active, he's only about 1,000 gold away from that. Yeah, he has done a very good job at farming in this game. I'll give him that. But like, he basically needs like MKB Abyssal to then really become like a threat. Because right now he's an enabler, but doesn't really do enough damage because PA has the blur to disengage, Ember has the remnants, and if you're killing a Tidehunter with Omni Slash, it never feels that great. Same again for the support duo. So even though Gorg's got farm, it isn't translating in the game straight away. He does need a little bit more. And that is just the disparity of a Jug into PA matchup.
He needs to be so careful because there is the smoke over on Viking, but they're going to have a follow-up here. Looks like the smoke coming out from Team Bolt as well. Immediately, Pablo, the jump forward, go and follow up with the Ravage, and they do have a nice arena, but Pablo is going to be the first fault. They have all this damage with these Snapfire Kisses. They'll take down Excalibur over on the back lines. Rajix also to fall. 5 up now, trying to scurry away as fast as he can through these trees. Hunt is on, though. Roll forward, the break, the follow-up. Is Gork going to be able to get a kill? He can't quite find it, unfortunately. Aramis, though, he does fall.
That was the Omni Slash as well, so Gorg's not going to feel too happy about that, and Viking just ruthless. When they have the Aegis, they have no cares. They're just running at them. They played like this before Aegis, before items, and now when they have the items and the Aegis, they're just going to do it, 2 times more. This is the most difficult part of the game now for Ball, because if they want to have a chance to have that comeback, it's surviving the onslaught of advantage that Viking has in this window.
Gotta wait it out. Hope that they can get a fight where they have more gold and don't face an Aegis on
Exactly
the PA.
that.
And
Power
obviously
Rangers
Boom with the
TPs.
DD rune. Ooh.
Yeah, they want to defend this tower.
The rainbow
did?
TPs, yeah. They're all coming in. Bless them. Do they have a smoke? They do. This is some Hail Mary stuff from Board right now.
You sound like an old Southern woman, like the British version, though. They're like, well, bless their hearts.
I mean, bless that
They
cotton's-
gave it a good
Yeah,
shot.
all right, here you go. This is the English version.
If you're Southern, that means something completely different, Cheever.
Oh.
Bless their
Well.
cotton socks. They're trying, but it's throwing it into the wind.
Oh, the
got
jump
all
forward,
those.
though. They do manage to go and grab Boom. Can they follow up, though? The Bushwhags, they got a couple of those hits in with that freshly finished Agnum Scepter. Is it going to be enough, though, to finally take down Boom? They get Boom, and they get Excalibur, though, as well, as there's this big old arena. And they do apply the break over here to the PA. Chad has to be a little bit careful. He's ticking down. It's going to be the Aegis. Gorg now trying to run away. Does have that whip coming out for Rajix. Says, get out of here, boss man. We get down, Mr. President. And they're going to try to just keep going. Can they find Pablo? Yes, the dagger.
Dead.
Right over. And just popping that little bug here, 5 up, scurrying out, trying to just get enough space here. That dagger, though, making a beeline. Aramis, the silence, everything. And eventually they'll get the kill on Hoodwink.
How did he have 2 dagger crits in a row? Oh, that's support life. Feels bad.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Like, Bull, they do such a nice job at punishing Vikings' aggression in like the initial pickoff. But it's one of those things where, like, if you don't get the pickoff, Viking have an insane lead. If they get the pickoff, they're so far like behind in just their draft and what it brings, they can't take the fight after the pickoff. So it's props for the initial jump, but then yeah, the Viking just playing really well around. It doesn't matter if Boom's died here because we already have this PA to play around and. Too many layers in Vikings draft, and this window of the game is just so favored towards what Viking has.
And if they don't spear someone to the wall from the arena,
Yep.
then the arena is like, okay, I guess we're fighting here, but everybody's melee or can jump in. So
Yeah,
they're
Ember's jumping in and out,
Yeah.
PA jumping, yeah.
So nobody cares about the arena unless Regix gets a good spear off, which he does at times. But I mean, previous fight was. It's like, okay, I guess we're fighting in this this bit now, and it works out for Viking, yeah.
It's just so hard for them to do anything at this point because, you really needed a bit of more of like a snowbally sort of thing. And now, they've hit their item timings. They've had very good initiations.
But the tenacity of Bolt, though, even though that you can feel that they're behind and they're feeling like they're lacking a little bit of damage here, they're always, you know, crossing the river. They're always trying to make something happen. Excalibur showing mid, all the lads in the top area, like they're looking for pickoffs non-stop, but Viking just aren't giving them those moments. You see how defensive Snapfire was defending that tier 2. She wasn't using Cookie or Scatterblast until she was like, okay, now I feel safe to at least do it with the threat of Nick's carapace always around.
Yeah, I must say, Bald is also doing a good job at keeping the waves as pushed out as possible without really risking too much of their life.
Ooh,
no, Shiva cursed it.
You went and you cursed him.
You cursed it.
Silence. Stop Celery's here, just gonna get rid of some of that pesky armor, and boom, we'll collect.
Well, you know, it'll have to happen at some point.
Who's going to die next, Shiva? You control their fate.
Who are you cursing now, Chiefs?
I think Gork. Because... No, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine.
Content.
No. He was fine. He has 5 up behind him. 5 up has Solar Crest. Solar Crest make Gork strong.
Is that your official analysis?
My official analysis.
That was sort of like nice fluid sentences. Solar Crest make Gork strong.
It's working.
I mean, yeah, it's helping for sure.
Saving
they need to be
Private
careful
Gork.
here. The invasion is coming in here from Viking, and you can see the way that Bullshit just backing off. Trying to get into a more advantageous position.
I guess there's still tier 1 tower for Viking to take down in the top lane. Free money.
And you know Viking mean business when Kezu already has the gem picked up. So as soon as they start flooding the map aggressively, they're going to be closing out the vision game as well. And there's a board. Their entire lineup is about the pickoff. You need vision for that.
Right.
So yeah, Viking, they've itemized against pickoff. They bought the gem and the vision game for the pickoff. So yeah, just quite a nice clean game other than a couple pickoffs from Viking. But how can Board find that window? They need to have Viking just have one moment of kind of sloppiness where they maybe TP out and leave someone behind, and then they smoke in straight away to get that kill.
But the problem is a lot of the times the waves are already pushed out so far. So even if they do manage to get these kills, you're not able to take an objective off of it.
Yeah, for now, for Board, I think they'd be happy with just a kill. Right? Like, the position this game's in, they just need to be able to start netting a couple kills, get Gorg to that window where he has MKB +1, and the game can easily be back in their side based on some high ground defense.
That's asking Viking to make a lot of mistakes, though, which I don't think they're going to necessarily put out for them.
That's true, but also mistakes don't even need to be mistakes, because Viking, their draft has issues going into high ground.
True.
When you're a PA going into tier 3s against an Axe, you never feel too confident, and it's why this game is a little bit slower than the previous, is because Viking just understands we do need to have kind of one more item on each of our cores to be able to even poke our heads up to this area, and most likely in Aegis as well. And that's where Board, they have a window to play around that. Like, that's why we see Jug second net worth. It's because Vikings playing more for their own timings rather than respecting their opponent's timings.
I'm concerned. Rajic just picked up a BKB, which is nice because it's going to enable him to be able to move around a bit more and not be stunned up. But I'm concerned that the damage coming out now from Viking, especially coming out just from Shad alone, is still going to just make that, okay, you live a little bit longer. And I guess maybe that can turn the tide in a fight if you manage to get like a really good spear or something. But I'm a bit concerned.
More Solar Crests.
Well, yeah, again, like they luckily have the cover because it's like Axe versus PA. Axe can do some work there. The Jug with the MKB locking down the PA as well. That can also do some work. So they don't rely heavily on Radix, but okay.
Aeon Disc, though, coming in handy as they'll go over to the side and they'll be able to find Pablo. Gets us by Carapace, gets us a call off as well. There it is. There's that arena that we were looking for. They do manage to take down Casey, so they're not going to have that Ravage. The buyback, though, coming out now from Tidehunter is over on the back lines. They do finally manage to take down Boom as well. The roll forward here coming out from Aramis. They'll be able to secure Excalibur's kill, and they still have their eyes down over here on the side of Aramis. Shad now needs a bit of help. He needs someone to bling to. He's all stunned up. They have the control. The kisses are getting tossed out, though. Do they have the spear? Over onto the other ground. Is it going to be enough? He's actually able to run away. Oh, at the last second. Even with the Ravage, they still will be able to get the kill on Shad. 5 up to fall. As they're gonna try. Oh, the buyback's coming out en masse. They're not happy about this at all as Boom makes his way over. They're focusing down Gork here on the side. Does have the couple of slash coming out though. Turn back around, manages to get the kill on Celery, but eventually Gork will fall.
That was a really good fight from Board in the reaction, but right now this is the game deciding moment. Viking, they use all their buybacks to win this fight because they know Roshan's coming up soon. The question is from Board, are they going to have that ability to see through what buybacks are and contest this Roshan? Because if you get the Aegis towards Viking, this fight win just feels like it goes even. But Board is a big victor from this fight because the amount of just economy Viking used to even get even in this but it's mainly just the aggression from Viking. Like they're not respecting Bald in how they're taking these fights, because they are just going one by one poking, and of course Kezu does die at the very start with an ineffective Ravage because he has to TP back in after a buyback. But
Surely
Bald,
they know that this is happening, though.
they have to.
They have to.
Like, yeah, this is...
Gore can buy back. I mean, there's nothing to TP to, so he's not going to be there that fast.
They don't have the Ravage too, so this is the opportunity if they can get any sort of a jump here. But
And Arena's up.
just nothing to TP to, so Gold's probably like, I don't need
nah,
buyback.
too late.
And this could honestly be the make or break moment in the game for Bald, because if they win the next fight into Aegis, that's amazing. You know, there's no buybacks now on Viking, but the question is, do they have the damage to kill PA twice?
Yeah.
I don't think so. So I'd love to see Bald contest this Roshan and play on the fact that they had buybacks. Like Axe, he had a respawn, didn't have to use buybacks. Same with Hoodwink, same with the rest of them. But unfortunately, they started to invest in themselves rather than their buybacks, and this could be an issue. A lot of tier 1 teams, they utilize buybacks really well. Viking this time, they did have to use their buybacks off their own mistakes rather than it actually really capitalizing on a one engagement.
Yeah, that was it was very ballsy running up that enemy triangle without proper vision.
Kezu getting Omni Slash, Swift Slash down to 0.
Definitely a little ambitious. Obviously worked out with the buybacks, but...
Game's a lot closer than I thought
yeah.
it'd be. I thought this was moving towards Viking getting a clean fight, a clean Roshan, and then them most likely commanding the tail end of this game. But yeah, Bald, they just keep swinging. They are really leaning on the individual kind of prowess of these players, and it is showing. When they get a defensive fight, they look very scary. It's when they look to be proactive, and I guess that's the main thing here. They haven't really been proactive, and it's why they're kind of clinging on to the game, but not really building their own kind of lead and footing into the game.
Would you then say the same thing about Viking? Because so far Viking has been really good when they are defensive. Oh,
ooh, Aramis runs right into this Hoodwink. Immediately the trees are just ripped down. And that should be a dead 5-up.
Yeah, back
More?
to
Ooh, did they find him in time? No.
No. He's good. He's good. But back to your point, I think if anything, Viking's been over-aggressive. I feel when Viking plays against teams that are kind of in a lower tier than them, or at least they expect to be better, they often just go super over-aggressive, and it's why they often drop games to these teams, is because they just play with so much confidence. And
the confidence turns into cockiness.
yeah, just positional players, and sometimes your draft doesn't have that cushioning. But right now, their draft is cushioned by this, so they honestly can play like this because they took the fight, they had the buybacks, they got the Aegis, they can kind of follow the plan of we are still going to be able to win this game with this style.
Gorg has an MKB now, so a legit threat to that PA.
And then PA has an Abyssal, so now she also is a threat to the Juggernaut. So
Okay.
who jumps who? And with Aegis advantage, Viking does have a little bit of a lead with that one.
Yeah. Quite a bit, I'd say.
All right.
Ooh, they're smoking up into the Aegis, into the Abyssal.
They don't expect this. Or do they?
I don't know. They're playing
Oh,
very
but
close
Kezu.
by.
But look at Kezu solo smoking right now because he identified he cannot be picked off. He needs to get a Ravage off. That is instrumental. Smoke breaks.
Double
Hype's
damage
over.
bottom. If this, if Chad can get that.
And then Boom's
Oh, he's not
Boom's
gonna get
going
that in
for
time.
it.
Oh, they're
Boom
gonna
sees it.
get
Kezu does get spotted out here by Pablo.
instant Kraken.
Ooh, Rajix though. Spear forward. Shad going in. Rest of the team not really in position just yet, so he has to be careful. The bushwhack will hold Shad in place for a little bit.
Boom picked up the DD, I believe.
It's a minute 55 left on Aegis, so Viking, this is their time to go. We want to fight right now and use this Aegis, or Bald can try and poke and prod and bait out the fight.
Boom
right.
found himself a Hoodwink, and they used the Mortimer's Kisses though. A little bit premature, so a bit of a window here now for the side of Team Bold. Don't have to worry about that. Gorg finding himself Kezu here. The spin immediately though. Shad with the bash hit over onto Pablo. They get the con top. Are they going to be able to get? No, Kezu will not have a Ravage for this fight. He has no buyback either.
He just
Whack
died.
over here,
He
push away.
literally just
I
died.
don't want to say he just fed, but Kezu.
And there it is. There's the call from Excalibur. It's going to drag back the break again over on PA. Immediately the blink away. Boom. Sitting a little bit further back. Celery trying to be in a good position as well as the PA diving back in again. All those daggers coming out. And again, there it is. There's the fight over to the wall. The cookie hop forward though. Buys a little bit more time here for Shad. And that's going to be a dead Aramis. Excalibur also falling, though. It's coming right back up again. Do they have the lockdown? Are they going to be able to do it? Good call coming out now from Excalibur. He bought back for this. Sad, though. Just going to town over here on Gore. Can he finish him off is the question. Yes. Down he will go. Thanks to Boom. They'll get the kill on Rajix. The dive is coming in hot, too, because they want to take that Excalibur. They know he just bought back. And they should have the damage. Oh, you have to hit him one more time, though, guys. Boom, though. Again, Rajix pinning them away.
And yeah, Ball just doesn't have buybacks. So Gorg, he invested in himself into items, and yeah, he's missing it from gold alone. The Viking coming out on top, even without a Ravage.
I mean, it wasn't the cleanest of fights.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't pretty, but...
Hey, it worked for Team Viking. However, they're not actually getting anything off the back of it. They are literally just going back. So that means they won't have an Aegis for the next fight, and there won't be any racks taken at the moment. So we're at a status quo again.
It's pretty good for Ball, but I think this is why it goes back to when Viking took that fight mass bought back for Aegis. This is the reason why I wanted Ball to contest it, because this fight alone, like the way Viking are playing right now, if they didn't have an Aegis, they're wiped.
Careful, Pablo. A rather careful Boom, because they immediately follow up. They have the break. They just pin him over to the tree, and an acorn bonk. Magix will get the kill.
Yeah, Viking are just not respecting Ball right now, and it's showing.
Oh, the jump in, though, here immediately from Shad. It'll just delete Pablo. The BKB coming out from Rajix now, too. Shad, he wants this. He's got to be a little careful, though. Thinking about diving. Look at him, Shad.
Ooh.
Shad, what you doing there, buddy? That's not your home.
If he stays there long enough, squatting rights, he can actually take over.
That is true. Guess it depends on which country you're in, yeah?
Nah, that's true, yep.
They managed to clear up these creep waves pretty quickly, though, here. So that is a good sign here for Team Bald. They do have that defense, and of course the Agnum Shard on Rajix will also make sure that they can clean up the creeps.
Oh, we're going to see a replay of this fight. Kezu gets the Swift Slash on him. He tries to disconnect away from the spin, holding his ultimate to try and punish Gorg after that spin, but it lasts so long. Excalibur comes in with the dunk, and then from that, we're now just going to see a chase down of poke and prod damage from Viking. The Aegis value coming into effect here. And this will work board. If this was a little bit closer, without an Aegis, they crushed this fight. This is amazing for them. But alas, doesn't really happen. And then Gorg dies. Feels bad, man.
It's fine.
And then Mars dies. And then Axe dies. Eventually. It's a pretty long highlight, to be honest. It's a pretty long fight.
It was a very long fight.
I was trying to work out when it was going to end.
You're gonna put me out of a job here, T. You keep up with that play.
I mean, I just say what's the short and sweet. That's how I do it.
Well, the short and sweet of it is waiting for the next Roche.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I don't want to be okay. I don't think any single person watching a game ever wants to hear, and the team's waiting for next Aegis to make a play.
Well, one just died. Let's wait for the next.
There we go.
That means we have two fights on the horizon, though, because it means we have the fight over the Roshan. We saw how much emphasis both teams put on that, so I like to see that. And then afterwards, we got a fight with the Aegis as well. So
we're going to wait about 30 seconds, 25 seconds until the next Roshan respawns. Really exciting stuff.
Very cool.
I think for viewer entertainment, we'd like it to be like 5 seconds so that we get a massive clash straight away. But knowing our luck, it'll be about 2 minutes.
Yeah, but now you get the... Hold on, guys. You get the build-up. You get the fact that you can see Team Ball, they're playing on that upper side of the map. They go for a smoke, too. They know that this Roche is going to be so incredibly important.
But
so
look,
they're going to
Viking.
go quietly.
They're going to do the same.
River.
They're all grouped up.
Yeah, but Viking has not smoked yet.
Yet.
Oh, wait.
Here we go.
Mate, a minute. I'll take that.
All right.
Oh, they
Kezu
dropped down.
walking in first. Can they stun him? Immediately, Swift Flash coming into play here. This immediately, though, a little bit too far over here. Aramis, though, he does get taunted up. He does have an Aeon disc as well. Shad jumping in. Big Arena coming through, and it doesn't seem to matter. They get off that Omni Slash. It doesn't do it as they follow with the Ravage. And they're just so tanky as a backline. Shad just chasing down Excalibur. He wants to get this kill. Boom, following up here, trying to get the slides off. Does manage to get the root off over here onto Excalibur. He will fall. Mortimer Kiss is coming in hot. The zoom firming here from Boom. He's looking for this opening. Wants to just take down 5 up. He wants to also take down Gorg too, but not quite finding it as maybe he's going just a bit too far. Immediately sliding away. You can see Kezu Dagger getting tossed out over here. Will slow down Gork. They need to get just a little bit closer. There it is. A nice roll in coming out from Aramis. They'll get the kill on Shad over on the back lines. 5 up is left. Oh, a Lotus Scattercast to the face. And then...
Well, and then you don't need an Aegis. Roshan is up at the moment, but they know Excalibur doesn't have buyback.
Hi, Roshan. Hi. Yeah, that's now meaningless in this game because Viking just did a really nice job in that fight. Unfortunately for Kezu, another whiffed Ravage. Not one of his finest games.
Oh no, Rajix.
Oh, buddy.
Rajix, he stepped outside the base. He thought maybe I could push out a wave. Maybe I could do anything to help my team.
Oh, Pablo tipping his teammate. Ooh, rifts within the... Tune into the YouTube highlights to find out if Pablo hates Rajix.
Team disband incoming, clearly.
Hey, one
Trouble
tip.
in paradise. That one tip, revealing everything. And look at the Shad just like...
Straight for the end. Get me out of this game. Yeah, all right.
Just finish.
That was Shad saying that. Of course, we just had the comms come bleed into the live production.
He has the same accent as you.
Crazy, honestly, yeah.
Buyback
So
coming
sorry for
out
him.
now from Gork. Not sure how he can approach us as Pablo is kind of moving around here. Not going to be able to quite finish off this. Oh, Shad just jumping in immediately over onto Gork. The follow-up, though. Nice stun impale coming out. Get a couple of these slides off. They'll be able to take down Pablo. Buyback coming out immediately from the Nyx. They'll lose Gork. Gork, he doesn't have any buyback.
I think that's it, Moxie.
I think that is.
It's just going to be GG.
Yeah, I mean, all right. Skeletor's going to try to drag him into the fountain here. Immediately, the bounce back, though. All right. Yeah, the
Like
GG does
conveyor
get
belt
called.
of survival.
Yeah. Like a roller coaster.
What a weird game.
Strange game.
That was very strange.
Very strange.